My name's Sean Moudry. I've been in the real estate industry for 24 years. I was 7.5 years at RE/MAX. I had every award at RE/MAX at the time, including the Hall of Fame and the 30 Under 30 in Realtor magazine. I then created my own independent brokerage with a friend of mine, and we did very well with our own revenue and our own income. But because we didn't have the systems and the processes behind us, we really struggled to recruit and retain quality agents. Listen with an open mind. I know a lot of you, like me, had probably been in the industry for a long period of time. I got to tell you, the first time I saw this, I said no. And the second time I saw it, I asked a couple more questions, and it took me over a year to make the decision to come to eXp. Now, I wanted to do what I love the most, which was coach and teach agents and sell real estate. Those are the two things I really want to spend my time in, not endless meetings and conversations about how are we going to recruit the next agent or retain the next one. I always believe that if I provide outstanding training, quality agents will come. And that's what I'm going to share with you about how eXp solves that problem for me. And maybe it solves that problem for you too. eXp was founded by Glenn Sanford, and you know what? He had a really important role in Keller Williams real estate. In fact, he worked as one of the technology consultants for Keller Williams International. Now, while he was doing that, he was also running his own real estate team, generating leads online and then referring them out to his agents. Now, he did about 60 million in transactions in multiple markets, but what Glenn found was he was too struggling to maintain profitability by paying fees in multiple areas and multiple markets around the nation to the individual Keller Williams franchises. So he felt that there was a better way for real estate agents as well as real estate teams to maintain profitability and to grow and to scale. And his solution was utilizing technology. So he founded eXp in 2009, and you can see here kind of his journey is he opened up quickly in 2009, and then he was automatically almost in 11 states because he was frankly already working in some of those states. He was featured in Swan Pool's Trends Reports, and then he did something really unique in 2013 is he started offering shares of his company on the off market, which is called the pink sheet stocks. And so these are stocks that you as an employee or an agent could sell to anybody on the open market, but it wasn't stocks that were traded on the NASDAQ or the Dow. So this was something that was very unique at the time, and it attracted a lot of agents because it gave them the ability to earn stocks and sell them at market value without having to worry about selling them to an internal person in their company. And then they began offering revenue share in 2015, which is where they started giving back a percentage of their revenue to help agents grow their business. By 2016, eXp had tripled in agent count in a single year. And then in 2018, it reached 10,000 agents and also went public on the NASDAQ, meaning that it's traded like a technology company on the NASDAQ, no different than Apple or Microsoft. It's a true stock today. And when that happened, the stock price, as you can imagine, jumped rapidly and made many, many people very wealthy, which is where I started to really pay attention myself because I noticed that that kind of company with that kind of growth is going to provide a lot of opportunity for a long period of time. This isn't a company that you have to worry about, did I get in too late? This company is just starting out, and in fact, it's still relatively small. You can see here the massive growth, and from 2014 to today, October 2019, eXp grew to 23,000 agents. Yet, it's still an infant compared to RE/MAX, Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, and even Berkshire Hathaway. So all of those companies are, between 50,000 and 150,000 in agent count. And my opinion is that eXp is going to have the ability to grow to 100,000 agent count. So we're still early. You're not too late to get into this great opportunity that is looking for leaders, is looking for people to help grow the company and provide unique training and to collaborate and make it an outstanding company. So don't delay. Right now is a perfect time to start looking at this opportunity. Now, what are the core values of eXp? Number one is community. Be a sustainable neighbor. Be good to your neighbors, right? Let's not talk bad about the other real estate agents. Participate in our communities. Let's have fun, right? I mean, who wants to have fun in real estate again? I tell you what, I do. Agile, meaning it can move and pivot quickly. Innovative, absolutely. eXp right now is probably the number one most innovative real estate company because you know why we know? Because people are denying it. They're saying that company is crazy. Nobody's going to go there. You know what? Didn't we all say that just not too long ago when we talked about maybe putting our credit cards on the internet? You know what? Internet stores are never going to take off. I'm never going to give my credit information on the internet. And we do it every day today, don't we? I mean, Amazon already has my credit card. All I have to do is one click and buy. Integrity, doing the right thing and treating each other fairly. Service, this is where we're impacting our customers and our community. Sustainability, meaning that we are sustainable not only as an organization, but to our environment. Collaboration. This is the number one thing for me that attracts me to this company every day, is this company attracts the top talent in the industry. Some of the best coaches, some of the best trainers, and the most productive real estate agents are joining this company. Right now, they're joining this company because they're valued and their collaboration is getting rewarded. And that is a powerful thing. And then last is transparency. You have the ability to log into your dashboard and see the profitability of the company, to see the profitability of the agents that you're working with. And because it's a publicly traded company, transparency is required by the SEC. So there's no hiding or no shell games, none of that stuff going on here. All right, so what's the business model? Innovation is the key. And so if you think about real estate not too long ago, everything was brick and mortar. Now, I don't know about you. I've been selling real estate for 24 years. And for me, going into the office isn't always my highest priority. I need to get in, I need to get some help, maybe turn in a check, maybe ask a question of somebody. But beyond that, I don't spend a lot of time in the office. And if I do, I want my privacy so I can get to work and stay focused. Yet a lot of real estate offices today put emphasis on their brick and mortar. If you think of other companies that had brick and mortar like Blockbuster, Circuit City, they were all taken over by the innovation of the cloud-based system. The ability for you to order your services anytime from anywhere. And that's exactly what eXp has done. They've shifted the traditional brokerage model. The services that you normally had to go down to your office, find a parking spot, walk up the stairs, go into the office and talk to Sally and ask for help. Now all of that stuff is accessible online. When was the last time you presented a paper contract to a client? Probably a long time ago. And if that's the case for you, then this brokerage model is going to be very natural for you. So again, traditional brokerage model is costly overhead. They're locally confined. They have inconsistent growth incentives, meaning, sometimes they say, hey, we're going to give you some, a bonus if you increase your sales, or maybe you get an award, or if you help grow the company by recruiting somebody into the company, either through just somebody if you're like me, like one of my clients got their real estate license. Actually, probably about 5 of my clients got their real estate license and joined my company over the time. And yet, if they joined my company in the past, what true incentives did I get? And then limited technology and support, because as a brokerage, it's so challenging to provide consistent training because you're limited by the staff that you have and the agents that show up in the class. Yet eXp has a cloud-based work environment, meaning that they're not providing you a desk. You have the ability to work from anywhere. If you want to work from a Starbucks or a co-working space, if you want to rent your own office, you're welcome to do that. There's no territories that you're going to violate by renting an office. You're not going to get in trouble by having your office in somebody else's territory. You have live training, 40 plus hours of training a week, real-time support, meaning you can go in onto your computer and go and speak to somebody literally over 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have somebody to answer your questions, from accounting to your CDAs to technology support. International collaboration, we're going to talk a little bit more about that, and we're going to talk about the equity opportunities and the revenue share that's going to reward you for actually your production and for helping the company grow. So first off is cloud-based environment, no desk fees, work from everywhere, cut your overhead, get your costs down, keep the cost of the company down, because as markets fluctuate, the last thing you want is to be worrying about, is your office profitable month over month? No expensive leases means the company can invest in agent support and technology, and they are all about paperless transaction and getting instant access to training and support with real people, okay? This is not somebody who's chatting with you in a chat box coming from another country or a bot. Live training, 40 plus hours of training about listing generation, sales and listings, about social media, CRM, and technology. If you have agents that are working with you and you're responsible for training agents, or you want to bring somebody on, the hardest thing to do is keep them trained. With eXp, all you have to do is direct them to the cloud-based training environment. Real-time support we've talked about. We're talking 6 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. You have that ability. All right, equity. So one of the unique opportunities you have is each time you sell something at eXp, you have the ability to take 5% of your commission and purchase stock of the company at a 20% discount. This is like a built-in savings program. I mean, imagine for every dollar you spend, you're getting about $1.17 back to save. What a great opportunity. Also, if each year, when you do your first transaction, you earn stock for the company. That's the company's way of just kind of saying thank you for helping out. And when you fully cap, you can earn some shares. When you sponsor an agent that does their first transaction, you earn some shares of the company. And then best part is, if you're a top producing agent, you can earn the Icon Agent Award. And that will allow you to earn up to $16,000 in stock back. Essentially, you are getting your entire cap that you paid to eXp back in stock. And that's their way of saying thank you for being a top producer. Thank you for being an icon within our industry and helping our culture and helping us succeed. So let's talk about the revenue share plan. The revenue share plan comes down to agents that you sponsor into the company, or people that may come to you and say, hey, I'm interested in eXp, can you teach me more? Now, I know what you're saying. I don't want to be part of a pyramid scheme. Let me tell you a little secret. You may already be. Think about the traditional franchise brokerage model, okay? You have the parent company, right? Somewhere in the United States or another country is the parent company. And under that is they have what's called franchise developers. Now, these are people that are regional developers, and their number one job is to sell franchises. So they break up the nation into territories. And then from there, those people's job is to go out and sell offices. Okay? Now, think about it. The office is paying a fee to the franchise developer. The franchise developer is then paying fees to the parent company. Now think about, what is the office's job? Well, the office's job is to go out and attract agents. So if you think about it, you're already in a pyramid revenue system. This is no different. Every single brokerage in the United States is set up as a similar model. Even if you're an independent brokerage, aren't your agents going out and attracting other agents to pay you? Now, if you think about eXp, yes, there's the parent company in Bellingham, Washington, but it's a cloud-based company. There are no regional franchise developers. You know who they are? They're you if you choose to be one. And to become a regional franchise developer, there's no territories restricting you. You can develop your business anywhere in the world. Literally, your business can be as big as you want. You're not restricted by the territories like you are in franchise business development. Now, as you bring in people below you, you generate revenue off of them, just like you would if you built your own brokerage or if you purchased your own franchise. It's no different. It's only better, with less restrictions, less middleman, and more profit. Well, I don't want to recruit. Let me tell you something. You already are. If you're an honest, ethical agent that is representing yourself in the community, guess what you're doing? You're attracting other agents to your company. And in doing so, you're recruiting. If you're a top producer, you're recruiting because you're attracting other agents to your company. If you're building a team, you're recruiting. No matter how you slice it, in one way or another, your brokerage is using you to recruit. They're using your name, they're using your success, or they're using your efforts, your training, your advertising, your marketing to recruit to their business. The only difference is you're probably not getting paid for it. Let me take a quick moment to explain in a little more detail about eXp's revenue share plan. For each agent you bring in, you earn a percentage of the gross revenue that that agent earned and paid into the company. So for example, an agent in Tier 1 had a $10,000 commission check. I would earn 3.5% of that $10,000 revenue. I would earn $350 of the $10,000. And that would be paid to me not by the agent, but by eXp's percentage that they're getting paid of the transaction. If I have an agent in my Tier 2, I would earn $380. In my Tier 3, I would earn $240. In Tier 4, $140. Tier 5, $90. Tier 6, $200. And Tier 7, $450. It's important to note that you have to have a certain number of agents to unlock each level. So you see under personal qualifying agent count needed, to unlock Tier 2, you have to have 5 qualified agents, meaning they're producing agents, they're doing transactions, within your first level in order to unlock your Tier 2. And you'd have to have 10 in Tier 3 and 15 in Tier 4. Now, all of this is required on agents doing production. So let's talk about training for a minute. How does training work if there's no offices? Where do I go? Well, think about the last training class that you went to in your office. Didn't you have to get in your car, drive to the office, go sit in a room, wait for the instructor to come in, get started? The 3 or 4 other agents came in, most of which weren't paying attention, and then you had to get back in your car and drive home. How absurd is that? How many of us have the ability and would love the ability to work from home? eXp has developed what they call the world, and the world is revolutionizing business in general. It now is the opportunity where 24,000 agents have the ability to come together and all learn at the same time in the comfort of their own home. Now, I'll be honest, it's a little strange at first walking around a virtual world with an avatar, but I promise you, if you're like me, you have the ability to jump from class to class, from room to room. You'll figure it out pretty quick. Do you remember the first time that you had to use a e-contract program, or the first time you used e-signature? It was a little awkward at first, but you got through it, didn't you? I promise you, within 5 years, this technology will be mainstream. It'll be completely normal. Your kids already understand it because in a lot of ways, they're already doing it. So you have the opportunity to also access not just training, but the real-time support system, collaboration. You can do your own meetings and hold your own meetings in the world. Or if you need access to, something as simple as having somebody interface with your computer and help you with some IT support. All these things are accessible inside the world and are available anywhere in the world for you to access. So, eXp Solution, eXp Enterprise, SkySlope, Workplace for Facebook, CRM and lead generation tools. In fact, eXp uses KV Core, which is conversion for their CRM and their internet lead generation. I mean, think about this. You know as well as I do, conversion costs upwards of $800 a month to purchase on your own. And now you have the same program available to you included with eXp. You also have access to full online marketing and branding and the ability to print and ship your marketing directly to you. So no more of this having to go onto your company's sluggish website to download their brochures, to modify them, to send them over to Kinko's or FedEx and to Office Depot, have them printed up, you happen to pick them up. You go on one place, create them, print them, ship them directly to you. So what do you pay at eXp? Well, there's no desk fee, no royalty fee, no franchise fee. Remember, there's no middleman. We all work for the same brokerage. We all are fighting for the same team. So your commission split is an 80-20 split to a $16,000 cap. Once you cap, you receive 100% of your commissions, and you pay a $250 transaction fee. Now, if you're a top producer, the $250 transaction fee will also be capped at $5,000, and you'll have a $75 transaction fee thereafter. Now, your startup fee is $49 upfront, You have a monthly fee for access to the cloud brokerage, which is your training and your technology fee, a $25 broker review fee for each transaction, and a $40 risk management fee is your errors and omissions, but that too is capped at $500. Now, production matters at eXp, and you can see that it's not just attracting people who are looking to build their downlines. In fact, some of the top producing real estate agents in the entire United States are joining eXp because they see, like I saw, this massive opportunity. In fact, eXp's production was up 98% year over year, while the growth of the company was only up 7%, 70%. So you can see that they're attracting top producing agents that are growing the company, growing the sales volume, growing the units. I just ask yourself, if you don't join eXp today, where do you think eXp is going to be in 5 years? Now, if you stay at the company that you're at over the next 5 years, has your life changed? If you join eXp today, how has your life changed in the next 5 years? If you believe, as I believe, that this company is going to be one of the top 3 national, if not worldwide companies in the next 5 years, then you'll see it's a clear decision to join eXp today. So, if you're ready to join, as I was, go ahead and join on this link here, join.exp.com. Don't forget to name your sponsor, the one that asked you to watch this video, the one that encouraged you to take a look at eXp. If you have any questions, my name's Sean Moudry. Feel free to reach out to me. Thank you.